Come on, everybody. You are on the channel for English for Biology majors, which is brought to you by Tzu University's Susan Ye. We hope after you learn this class, you will think biology is fun and to read biology book is piece of cake. Let's go, yay! Hello, everyone. In this part, we are still learning prefixes and suffixes regarding to shapes. We still need to review what we've learned last time. For describing things that shape like a grain or a particle, we use chondrio, C-H-O-N-D-R-I-O, or grain, G-R-A-N. If we want to describe things that shape like a nut or a kernel, we use K-A-R-Y or N-U-C-L-E-O, nucleo. When we want to describe things that look like a nut, we use N-O-D. For things that are flat and broad, we use platy, P-L-A-T-Y. For things that look like a net, we use dictyo, D-I-C-T-Y-O, or reto, R-E-T-O. When we want to describe things that are shaped like a ball, we use S-P-H-E-R. When we want to describe things that are coil-shaped, we use S-P-I-R. For things that look like a pipe or a duct, we use poro, P-O-R-O, or tube, T-U-B, or V-A-S-O, vessel. When we want to describe things that are shaped like a vessel, we use the prefix angio, A-N-G-I-O. Now let's move to the second part of lesson 8, which is also the last part about shapes. When we want to describe things that are shaped like an almond, we use the prefix amygdalo, A-M-Y-G-D-A-L-O. Our example for amygdalo is Amygdalin. What is a amygdalin? Amygdalin is a glycoside of benzylaldehyde and hydrogen cyanide found in bitter almonds. And in the kernels of some other fruit, we can also find amygdalin too. It is often the cause of cyanide poisoning in animals eating them in large amounts. When we eat amygdalin, it will split by enzymatic hydrolysis, forming glucose, benzylaldehyde, and hydrocyanic acid. This part is what causes us to get cyanide poisoning. When we want to describe things that are star-shaped, we use the prefix astro, A-S-T-R-O. Our example for astro is astrocyte. Astrocyte is a neuroglial cell in the shape of a star. They appear in our brain because they are shaped, so they are being named astrocyte. When we want to describe things that are shaped like a node, we use the prefix nodal, N-O-D-O. Our example for nodal is nodos. Nodos is nut-like, swollen, or having nodes or projections, because I can't find a picture, so we'll have to imagine that. When we want to describe things that shape like a nucleus, we use three prefixes: caryo, C-A-R-Y-O, and K-A-R-Y-O, and nucleo, N-U-C-L-E-O. Our example for caryo is karyochrome. The suffix chrome, we've already learned it. We know it is referring to color. And karyochrome, meaning a nerve cell whose nucleus is deeply stainable, while its body, the cytoplasm, is not. This kind of cell is called karyochrome. And our example for K-A-R-Y-O is karyotype. Karyotype. What is a karyotype? As you can see in this picture, in genetics, karyotype is referring to a record of the chromosome of an individual or species, usually photographic. Like in this photo, we can say that this is the karyotype of some person. Our example for nucleo, N-U-C-L-E-O, is Nucleolus. Nucleolus is referring to a conspicuous rounded body within the nucleus of the cell. In this picture, number 2 is the nucleus and the number 1 is the nucleolus. It is usually more deeply stained than the rest of the nucleus because the nucleolus containing a lot of RNA. It is where the ribosomal RNA and also other RNA to be synthesized. Let's review what we've just learned. For describing things that are shaped like a nucleus, we use C-A-R-Y-O and the K-A-R-Y-O. Both of them are pronounced as karyo, and also nucleo, N-U-C-L-E-O. For describing things that has a small hole, we use the prefix poro, P-O-R-O. Our example for poro is porocarcinoma. Porocarcinoma is referring to a rare type of skin cancer arising from sweat gland, like we show here in this picture. It is a biopsy of a porocarcinoma of some person. For describing things that are twisted, we use two prefixes, strep, S-T-R-E-P-H, or stroph, S-T-R-O-P-H. Our example for strep is strephosymbolium. Strephosymbolium is a tendency associated with word blindness to twist it or inverted, like in this picture. Certain similar letters, such as B and D when reading. Our example for stroke, or pronounced as stroke, is strophosomus. Strophosomus is referring to the extremities that are reflexed onto the back, with distal ends resting on the head. It happens a lot in chicks, but I can't find a picture for it, so we can only see the normal chicks, and you'll have to imagine that. Let's review what we've just learned. For describing things that is twisted, we use two prefixes, streph, S-T-R-E-P-H, and stroph, S-T-R-O-P-H. For describing things that shape like a hook, we use three prefixes, ONC, ONCH, and ONCHO, uncho. But for ONCH, I can't find a good example for it. So we will just give example for ONC and ONCHO. Our example for ONC is Untitled. Untitled is a genus of parasitic acanthocephalans, among which Untitled canis has been found in the intestines of dogs in the Midwestern United States. And our example for uncho is Onchocerciasis. Onchocerciasis is referring to infections with nematode of the genus Onchocerca. Human infection is caused by Onchocerca volvulus, with heavy infestations usually characterized by the firm subcutaneous nodules called onchocercomas. One of the onchocerciasis, which is well known by people, is the river blindness. Let's review what we've just done. For things that shape like a hook, we use the prefix ONC, ONCH, and ONCHO. We have finished all the prefixes for Lesson 8. Let's review what we've done today. When we want to describe things that shape like an almond, we use amygdalo, A-M-Y-G-D-A-L-O. And for things that are shaped like a star, we use astro, A-S-T-R-O. For things that shape like a node, we use nodal, N-O-D-O. For things that look like a nucleus, we use karyo, C-A-R-Y-O, and K-A-R-Y-O, and also nucleo, N-U-C-L-E-O. For things that has a small hole, we use the prefix poro, P-O-R-O. And for things that are twisted, we use the prefixes streph, S-T-R-E-P-H, and strop, S-T-R-O-P-H. For things that look like a hook or hook-shaped, we use ONC, ONCH, and ONCHO, uncho. Now we finished learning all the prefixes and suffixes relating to shapes. Next time when we come back, we will start to learn prefixes and suffixes describing tissue and organs. There are lots and lots of those prefixes and suffixes. See ya! English for Biology Major is brought to you by TCU's English for Biology Major course team. If you have any questions, don't forget to visit our FB fans page. The website is here, and you can also scan the QR code to reach to our FB fans page. This course is sponsored by Centers for Faculty Development and Instructional Resources of TCU.